She didn't look sick. She didn't have scars, but her soul was bleeding. No one knew the battles in her mind, the grief in her heart, the weight she carried daily. She opened and read Psalm 147:3. But in the quiet, Jesus met her, not with lightning, but with love. He didn't just heal her body. He healed her identity, her worth, her soul. If you've been hurting, let him in. You don't have to bleed silently anymore. Subscribe to Real Life by Bella Rose. There was a girl who smiled every day, but inside, she was breaking. She prayed but didn't feel heard. She sang but didn't feel joy. She showed up but felt invisible. One night, she whispered, "Jesus, if you're really near, please let me feel you." And in that quiet moment, she didn't hear thunder. She felt peace, and it was enough. Maybe it's you right now, but I'm here to tell you, he sees you. He hears you. He's closer than your next breath. Subscribe to Real Life by Bella Rose. She prayed and waited some more. Everyone else seemed to be getting their breakthrough, while she was still standing in silence. But what she didn't see was that God wasn't just preparing the blessing, he was preparing her. Sometimes the silence is not rejection, it's divine protection. And when the time is right, nothing can stop what God has ordained. If you're in the waiting, take heart. He's not late. Your season will come at its appointed time. God's will is perfect. Subscribe to Real Life by Bella Rose. She looked in the mirror and didn't recognize herself anymore. Life had told her she wasn't enough, that she was too broken, too far gone. But then she remembered what God said. You are chosen. You are mine. She wasn't defined by her past. She was redefined by his love. If you've forgotten who you are, go back to the one who created you. Subscribe to Real Life by Bella Rose. She had been abandoned by people she trusted, rejected, overlooked, forgotten. She started to believe the lie, maybe I'm hard to love, but God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8. Jesus didn't wait for her to be perfect. He loved her in the middle of the mess. He chose her before she even said yes. You are not hard to love. You are already loved deeply. Subscribe to Real Life by Bella Rose. She thought the fire would consume her. She lost the job, the friend, the peace, but somehow, she didn't lose her mind. Opening her Bible to Isaiah 43:2. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flames scorch you. Jesus didn't promise no fire, but he did promise to walk in it with you. The fire is not your end. It's your refining. You are not alone. Subscribe to Real Life by Bella Rose. There's a battle we don't post, the fight no one claps for, the one inside our minds. But we fight back with the word, we war with worship, because this battle is not ours, it belongs to the Lord. You are not defeated. You are equipped. Subscribe to Real Life by Bella Rose. This is not just another message, this is a wake-up call. Let me say this. Then, speaking for the Lord, live no longer as the unsaved do, for they are blinded and confused. Their closed hearts are full of darkness. They are far away from the life of God because they have shut their minds against him, and they cannot understand his ways. Ephesians 4:17-18. You see, when we shut our hearts to Jesus, we drift into darkness, confused, chasing things that never satisfy. They don't care anymore about right and wrong and have given themselves over to impure ways. They stop at nothing, being driven by their evil minds and reckless lusts. Ephesians 4:19. This is real life. Without Jesus, we fall deeper into emptiness. But with him, there's light, there's love, there's a way back. Always, Jesus is calling. Will you answer? Ephesians 5:3-9. Let there be no sexual immorality, impurity, or greed among you. Such sins have no place among God's people. For obscene stories, foolish talk, and coarse jokes, these are not for you. Instead, let there be thankfulness to God. 5. You can be sure that no immoral, impure, or greedy person will inherit the kingdom of Christ and of God, for a greedy person is an idolater, worshipping the things of this world. 6. Don't be fooled by those who try to excuse these sins, for the anger of God will fall on all who disobey him. 7. Don't participate in the things these people do. 8. For once you were full of darkness, but now you have light from the Lord. So live as people of light. 9. For this light within you produces only what is good and right and true. Was it because God had abandoned Joseph that he became a slave and a prisoner? No. Even then God was with him. God remained at work in Joseph's life even while he was betrayed by his brothers, sold as a slave in Potiphar's household, and sent to prison for something he hadn't done. Regardless of your situation, God is actively present in your life, working to bring good out of every situation. One of the greatest ways to notice God's presence is to watch him redeem good from our bad experiences. Genesis 39:2. The Lord was with Joseph, so he succeeded in everything he did as he served in the home of his Egyptian master.